think it is. Hey everyone, welcome to another live video. We're talking about the weather that happened today. Due to an ice storm, we had to go early out from school because of how slippery it will get. And can you believe that? 5:25. That's the best way possible. If it doesn't make sense though, then I suggest you're wrong. So yeah, that is the reason why I had to leave early from school at 1:20. It's because of an ice storm coming. I was supposed to do it somewhere in the afternoon, but I didn't have time to do that. So that was the issue. Yeah, I am glad, Faye. It's a good thing, though. And I just had no idea how much time. We had like a 2 hour. We left 2 hours early, not gonna lie. It's just a shock. Hang on. How was it going, Dad?
How much pizza did you eat?
I only had 2.
You want another one?
No.
There's still some left.
No, that's okay.
Come on, dude. Eat.
Eat. Sorry. That was my dad. It was a good thing, though, to be honest. Only had 2 slices of pizza from home, not gonna lie. 2 hours early from school. And I'm not lying. The weather, well, we just received an email from school today. That was a weird effect. And by the way, a weather alert says on a computer. And it does make it similar. Ben forgot to say how's it going right now. So we're basically at 5:25 right now, which is the greatest way possible. The video I made today was already uploaded. I know I saw a couple people join on that premiere video. So yeah, I won't be able to show outside because it's too dark. But it probably won't happen in the morning though, but I might send some community posts on that. It's nowhere possible. That's just how much we had. 1:20 is when I got out of school due to an ice storm coming. I mean, it didn't look that bad outside. The clouds were just fine. It was only like sprinkle snow or something. It's probably something I'm not used to think about. Oh, you did. GTA 3 on your Switch. Dang. Oh, well. I never realized any of that. I don't know if school will get canceled tomorrow, but I could send a community post if it will be or not. It's just how much time we have to catch up on. Kind of missed the fact that wanted to know where we stopped from while being in Lang and Lit. To be honest, I really didn't have much to do. I got pretty bored so much. Oh yeah, Ben? You have to be at least 17 to play GTA games. I wonder if I could get like a movie or something, but not a video game. It's a tough way to say. It gets kind of misoccupied for a bit. 6 years over that. Oh, true. It ain't a lie, though. Talking about today's weather that happened while we were at school, Faye. Hopefully you understand that. If you don't, then then I totally understand. And yeah, the weather definitely didn't suit today. All we've ever had to do was just wait, and hopefully we all stayed warm in our homes, nice and cozy in our houses. I'm finally relieved about that. But that's not really a bad thing though. What the bad thing is that we didn't have a lot of ice going on. There's no advice, just ice. See what I did there? that might have been a little lame or something. That's fine though. At least we managed to get out of school early. The weather doesn't usually say when we are getting out of school or not due to the weather being bad or worse. I mean, it was just cloudy. It just didn't have any ice or rain. It was just for a little bit though. As soon as I got out of school, I didn't really do much though. Oh yeah, Dennis, how's it going, man? Hopefully you're doing good. Just talking about what happened at school for today's weather forecast that happened at school at this moment. All for third period, doing my work as usual. But I had no idea we had to leave early. And I had no idea we had to leave early due to an ice storm. The forecast being bad doesn't quite make sense, but it does make it quite the difference. Never snows at... Oh, wow. Never snows at your house? It's February right now. We already just started. That really is occupied. So I prefer myself on a season that doesn't consider to be cold. Not too hot, not too cold, it's just right in the middle. Springtime. Springtime doesn't usually last very long, though, when we're all on spring break. It's just the best opportunity, possibly so. I just like that so much. It's just how I used to feel like. But due to the weather on my phone for the forecast tomorrow, it ended up having to snow somewhere Thursday, but not this Thursday, the week after Thursday. Snows in the north of Arizona. Well, that's not really that bad though. But I don't know how much the forecast goes low when we're in different states, or especially in different countries that are not from the United States though. Well, that's just how it goes. The goal is to try and get to like 5:30 or something for now, but doesn't really look like it. I just got another subscriber today as soon as my premiere was going to be uploaded. The Valley of Arizona. That reminds me, I'm in Valley right now. Like, the school Valley. But I'm a freshman. But, yeah. That's how it goes. Whenever we're in the Valley of Iowa, we are in Valley High School. But my problem is that we are only in Valley Southwoods. I get what you're saying, then. Phoenix Valley. But I'm not talking about Arizona, though. I'm talking about the school that we're in right now. I know you're not in it since you're far away in Arizona. And that's totally fine, though. I really don't mind, though. Tank of the Blue, how's it going? I hope you're doing good. See, the moment I'm not trying to reach about 600 subscribers. I'm talking about what happened with the weather forecast today. You see, it just doesn't really do much for me. We ended up having to leave school early at like 1:20 after lunch due to the weather forecast of a stormy ice storm that was on the way. I mean, it didn't look that bad though. I didn't really see a lot going on. All I know is that our street is kind of slippery though, which is one of the biggest issues I had ever seen. As soon as my dad got home, the weather started to like not much happen. It didn't really it doesn't really slip much. It never does. It never does, to be honest. It just never does though. To be honest. Oh, oops. I I really don't think I should have done that. Alright, we're back. I probably did the green screen on accident. Just wanted to see what would happen if I turned on the comments on mine. But guess what? It didn't work. That probably was stupid though, I'm not gonna lie. Weather's forecast always goes cold at first when you're in wintertime. And the sets don't make up for. And I'm kind of surprised on why we had to leave early due to an ice storm here in Iowa. You see, this is the state I'm in right now. And it's the only thing being safe from being near tropical storms, tropical hurricanes, like from Texas or Florida. That's where the hurricanes go for. Like tornadoes, like in the Southwest, and officially tsunamis that are somewhere in Asia. We don't have those in the United States, which I'm safe about. And of course, it does take a while to do this, but I prefer the United States. We're also somewhere here. And yeah. Oh, the B&O Studios, how's it going? It's been a while since we've last chatted. I hope you're doing okay. You see, it's probably just 7th grade. One time my school was canceled due to flooding in the streets from rain. That's not usually bad, Ben. But sometimes I see it often. We had a hailstorm once in Iowa in the summertime when we didn't have school. But I'm pretty sure that's what I was talking about. And yes, it's probably been the worst thing possible. A lot of damage going on from our yards to our neighbors. Oh, I'm glad to hear, B&O Studios. Hopefully I'll get the chance to see it if I have time to hopefully when I'm not busy with school right now. This is only to talk about the weather forecast, about what happened. Gonna twist it up again. Yes, twisting. The phone will be twisted again. You see the forecast? It goes down once in a while. The forecast is bad. The forecast is really tropical. And yes, I concede the fact. We've already been through a lot of stuff recently. Like a hailstorm, an ice storm, a freezing rainstorm, and mostly a snowstorm. Or like a rainstorm, a tropical hurricane. All the weather impacts we've had to say recently. Back to the original stuff once in a while, and we're through it again. Through the entire century. That's what everything I say, hopefully it's true. If it's not, then what am I saying? It does get boring once in a while, but I hope it doesn't get worse once the time is right. You see, I'm not trying to reach the road to 5:30 or something. I don't know about that, though. It's only to talk about what happened to today's weather report. Today's weather report features that there was going to be a bad weather conditioning, which will be having some mixed up with some snow and some ice to make it an ice storm, and to make everything slippery, like on the sidewalks and possibly the road. It looks fine though, but it doesn't really get fine enough. It does get boring once at a time. The time does not communicate though. The time does not really go fast. I just hope I'm back at school. Well, I might send a community post if I don't have school tomorrow if it gets canceled. But that's probably not going to happen though, since we already salted the driveway, so it doesn't make it very slippery. Like one time, when my dad and I were gonna return the old phone to the Verizon store, I slipped on the ice when I had two phones in the bag. One was the old one, my dad's old one, and one was my new phone that I got not too long ago. And yeah, that's probably the reason why. Try to go around it, but instead I slipped and fell on the ice, the sidewalk. And yeah, that was like some Saturdays ago. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired once in a while. I'm tired again. I'm tired as usual. And I'm tired every day. You never know what's going on with your heads, nor your brains, nor your ears, nor your head. Something else that goes through your body. Something that goes through your body. Something that goes through your body. Something that goes through your body. Okay, no, that's one I made up. That's one I made up. It's typical, but at best, though. This is kind of typical at best. Typical at best. Only to talk about what kind of tropical storms we've been having recently. And I'm tired. Really, really exaggerated. But once in a while, weather gets worse. Once at a time. Every single year, we have bad storms on the way. And we also have bad habits, including the weather report. If you know I'm saying silently. It's okay, it's just how much time the past has grown since I've reached 500 subscribers. Like 40 were gained after I had to retry since my stream ended early due to the positive thing that wants me to take a break. What's the worst weather report? Well, what is the worst kind of weather you have ever seen in your life? This is a question for all of you guys that are watching this one. Once I turn my phone around, then I can check the results to see which weather you think is actually worse than I remember. I had a hailstorm once. That was like 2 years ago, with a lot of ice falling down from the sky that almost looks like baseballs or golf balls or tennis. Well, it wasn't exactly the same color though from a golf ball and a baseball, but what is the difference? One is a little smaller, one is a bit bigger. And I have no difference once in a lifetime. It does face off some dumb points though, so that's probably something I'm not used to doing. And we have gone through a lot of everything in our lives at this moment. I just hope we don't have any more bad conditions. Like, we had like a tornado warning here. We've had a hailstorm a couple of years ago, and most of all, we've had like big amount of rain, and the power. And the worst part, we had our snowstorm. And besides, we don't have any snow here in Iowa this year. That became the biggest issue. You got hit by a meteor, small block, big power month. No, small block, big power. How on earth did you get hit by a meteor last month? Monsoons? I don't know what those are, Ben. It better not be in bad condition. Once in a time, you'll never know how much you've gone through. And thinking about what your worst part of weather is. Like, meteors don't happen very often. We don't usually see meteors here in Iowa. But I'm curious to know though, any type of weather, but not really a meteor or monsoons. Oh, a big rainstorm. Oh, thanks for explaining it to me. That's just what I wanted to know. The worst part I've ever had was a big hailstorm. Dented the cars, dented a lot of places, like the Phillips 66 gas station that is not used anymore due to the roof. And our roof at our home got some, like, tiles that fell from the rooftop and fell to the ground through to the gutters. That's the biggest problem. Anyone else? I think there's only one that's only been here. The time is back in line. With a streak and a struggle. We've had like big storms throughout the past few months of weather. Time is the, I don't know. Seriously, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure it out right now. And it won't really matter though. I've been through a lot this time of life. And I've been through a whole lot of experience. Like growing 40 subscribers in like one day or something. Skylight in the house when he was little. What would a skylight wouldn't really... I don't know. It's a good thing, though, we're all safe, though. But I just hope that we don't have any more disasters. I was planning to go live today, sometime after school, to explain how much ice got in our driveway, but I didn't have time to do that. It's probably late to do that now, but of how dark it is, and the biggest critical condition. You're not safe. When the meteor hit me, I died. Oh, come on. You know you're not dead. I just know that you're not dead though. But the meteor, what? Are you in a country or what are you in right now? That's the question. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just wondering though. I don't know anything about a meteor hitting you or any other person in the United States is where I'm in. Everything has been so crazy for the last few times. It just never works. June 15th to September 30th. A small island in Indonesia. That's nice. Indonesia is a good place to be. But I just hope it's not a disaster. It's the worst part of time. And the line. Timeline exists. Too many meteors. How many, though? That... Ugh. I mean, anybody could get hit by any other kind of meteor if it really was in the United States. Neither have I been. At least like once a month. Sure, okay. Sure, I'll give it that. Leo, how's it going? Just talking about weather that happened today. Hopefully you're doing all right. And yeah, that's just everything going on. I'm good. Thank you so much for asking me. Not gonna lie, it's been a crazy day so far. It's been very crazy. Yeah, tests are hard, especially I just had geography not long ago. Nevada, California, New Mexico. I could see 30 questions. The only one I had was like I didn't like have any tests or something. I just had a little bit of work to do. I have never left any states either. My parents only left for Mexico for a break not long ago when I was in 7th grade. And to be honest, they actually thought it was kind of fun. And yes, they kind of like went kayaking. Kenji, how's it going? I hope you're doing good. You're just see you later, Ben. Hopefully you have a good day. Boy, oh boy, what a day it has been. It's been crazy throughout the entire day. I had not even got an email that tells me that we had to leave early due to a critical conditioning with storms. And we were just talking about those. If you guys have already joined please make sure to hit the like button below or above, well, whatever you're in right now. And it does make it good. Fashionable desire, not gonna lie. Any other type of conditioning that you guys had? What's the worst type of weather you guys have ever gotten? Mine was a hailstorm that happened so much. It kind of dented every single one in Iowa, like dented the cars, dented the gas station, like a Phillips 66, dented the rooftops with tiles falling down. It almost looks like golf balls or baseballs or something like that. But it's just a lot of giant ice. I mean, we had a lot of proof, though. There were big dents all around the cars. Yeah, like, this is, like, never happened, pretty much. And I hope you guys are still being safe or something. I know I got one of the comments receiver on the chat saying that they got hit by a meteor last month, but I wouldn't really doubt that, though. It's just that I wouldn't really doubt much, though. I just hope that everybody else is safe. Especially when you're all over somewhere in the United States or any other country that you're in. Like if you're in China, or if you're in Brazil, or if you're in Mexico, or you're in Jamaica, some other countries like that that are not from the United States, though. It's somewhere. The worst weather was a tornado back in 2012. Ah, that is so bad. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you, Dennis. It's just that I just don't feel safe a lot with a bunch of bad conditioning amount of different types of weather. This is like big excuse. So the conditioning only says that it's cloudy right now. But I'm gonna be honest. When I was little, we used to have a lot of big tornadoes back in Texas. But I stayed in Iowa because of when I was born. Couldn't really do much. I do like to chat a lot. I like to talk a lot. Everything going on has been strange throughout the past years or something. And if you're looking right there, winter alert in effect. If you guys can barely see it, I know one is only watching, but this is just how much we've gone through. So far, nothing special is going on. I mean, we could definitely take a look how much process I've gone ever since I've gotten a YouTube channel in 2023, back in November. I started off with 18 subscribers, but then I worked my way up. So big is very little. Very, very little. Very, very little. It won't be very long, though. Gotten 40 subscribers. Did a video of it. Until my process of that went down 1 to 50. For 50 subscribers is a thank you. And then continued my way. But it gotten so slow back then. Back in like March, there wasn't any movement. But now there was. Pretty much through May, I've managed to get like from 77 to 86. This was the biggest one I've ever had so far. And then marking my way up to 90. And then like in the past couple times, I've reached 100. 100 subscribers. But then I still had to continue my way to get a little more. And then back in the summer, I've gotten a lot more subscribers. Back in July, a bad flu. That sucks. Through the whole month of July, which I had a big amount of subscribers, until it kind of stopped a bit at like 257, which was my biggest way possible. To the guys that were all subscribing to my channel, thank you so much for that. So the process gotten a little more slower than I thought it was usual. And then I got myself 300 subscribers on my channel, which was the biggest accomplishment I've had. And then I had to continue my ways down. Wasn't going to quit or anything until I did make a post about that I was really short. Until I reached 400 subscribers. To many of the guys that thanks for subscribing to me. And then it was this year. Look at the biggest amount of subscribers I've had. From 446 to 509. And yeah, that's just how it all works. 525. I gained another one today, but it's just going to stay the same for a while. That's totally okay, though. I don't really mind, though. I wish I had a banner, though, so I could remember which it is. To be honest, it's been tough. Thank you guys so much for watching my live video, and I'll see you next time.